6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The drive starts with a run by White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Fields.
And he fires one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Fields.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
McCarr, he wants to change up the look here.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Kamara.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
In motion right is Thomas. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that'll be incomplete. You look at the Saints defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
From the gun, here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The Buccaneers hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
No muss, no muss.
To throw is Fields. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. In motion right is Ridley. On 3rd down, a run from White. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Easy. Just, hey, 551.
On fourth down, Fields.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 12.
From the gun, it's Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
One play action, Fields.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Fields. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Light blue. Red, cycle.
Now back to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
12 yards on the play.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. As Shaheed going to go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Blue striker. White, white.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Let's go. Block it. Stay. Smash. Red. Black shot. Stay.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He completes it right side to White.
And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
White.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Come on, set.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Drill 3. Needle blue.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Down. Claws red. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Ryan Brazil stop. A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Go red.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the third drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Didn't open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Green Jack. Set, hut. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the half.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Townsend. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And quickly they get to the line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's Carr.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 5.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there. That was going to blow up in their faces. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the 2nd half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Townsend. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked up by Pete Werner.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And brought down, but but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Saints take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Buccaneers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football.
He's got daylight, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. That one goes for 24 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Ball carrier. A fumble on the play.
Let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. In punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They're going to run with Taysom Hill. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bucs 13-yard line.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to let it go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off play action. Townsend. And he's going to let it go deep. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Saints on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready up.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready. Let's keep on looking here. Check go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Let's go.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think